Hello everyone, it's me, Mr. Appleton. I hope you're all alright. I'm in my office now and I've got my pictures of Gwen behind me and I've got my special story chair just at the side of me here. It was painted by my daughter. Do you like it? I think it's quite good. And on my story chair, I've got a book called Corduroy. That's a funny word, isn't it? Corduroy. I wonder what this story's about. Shall we read it? Come on. I'm going to stand up and read it though, because I like to stand up when I'm reading stories to children. You can sit down though, but I'm going to stand up. Oh, there we go. And read this story called Corduroy. Let me tell you a little something though about books. I am always buying books. My house is full of books and I'm always buying children's books for school as well. And I've got a little secret stash of books and they're outside my office. And that's where this is from. This is a brand new story and you are the first children I've ever read this story to. Here we go. Corduroy. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Then, one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mummy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look very new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. Oh dear. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight, I'll go and see if I can find it." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. I wonder if he'll find it. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he'd stepped onto an escalator, and up he went. Could this be a mountain? He wondered. I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. Imagine if they did have escalators on mountains. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor. And there, before his eyes, was a most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." Do you think it is a palace? He wandered around, admiring the furniture. "Oh, this must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried, and he tried to pick it up. But, like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Bang! bang into a table floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Shall we say crash? Right, you ready? After 3, we're all going to say crash. You ready? 1, 2, 3, crash! Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. "Now, who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here." He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw 2 fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and sat him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning, and there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd only seen the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night, I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home." "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the saleslady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. Have you ever got something from a shop before and you've been asked if you could have it in a bag and you've said, "No, I just want to wear it right now. I just want to carry it now." Yeah, that's how Lisa felt. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed, just the right size for him. Can you see the little bed? The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "Ah, this must be home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a big, big hug. And that's the story of Corduroy. I hope you've got a teddy bear at home that you look after, and that's your special friend. So if you've got a teddy bear at home, that's your special friend. Do you know what I want you to do right now? Is go and get that teddy bear and give it a big, big hug. See you later, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I did. Bye-bye.